Now at 5 o'clock, a Lexington woman has been charged with exploitation of an adult this morning. Police say she stole thousands of dollars meant for medical bills.
The body of a man found in Clark County last month has now been identified. Police have put the man they think killed him behind bars.
And with the first televised GOP debate for the 2016 presidential campaign in the books, we're taking a look at how that debate played out.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Moody in for Bill Bryant this morning.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for being here. It is Friday, and we're expecting a really nice weekend, which is great news.
Yeah, after, we had a little bit of rain, ready for some nice, warm, dry weather. Let's check in with Jim Caldwell. He's in this morning from Micah. Jim, how's it looking?
And it is looking a whole lot better out there. Even temperature-wise this morning, guys, running in the 60s. But the problem is we're still holding on to some showers out there across parts of eastern Kentucky, and some fog and mist also hanging out. Right now in Lexington, it's 65 degrees, 66 in Richmond, and you're going to find more mid and upper 60s in the pockets out there. Monticello coming in at 71 degrees, warmest spot we're going to find on our temperature map this morning. Here's what Defender is tracking, and that is just a few showers out to our southeast. A lot of mist, as I mentioned, some areas of fog. That's going to be an issue here in central Kentucky. As I rode in here this morning, ran into some areas of fog, so watch out for that. So you might want to give yourself a little extra time heading out wherever you may be going here this morning. Maybe it's an extended weekend, or maybe you're going to work like most of us. But showers are starting to ramp up, guys, and we'll track those completely out of here coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thanks so much, Jim. New this morning, we are tracking the investigation into an exploitation case here in Lexington.
23-year-old Mackenzie Medor is charged with the exploitation of an adult. Police say she fraudulently cashed checks meant to pay another woman's medical bills. WKYT's Victor Puente is live from District Court with the latest details. Victor, what can you tell us?
Good morning. The arrest warrant for Mackenzie Medor says she took more than $11,000 from a woman she was supposed to be helping as a home health nurse. Medor was arrested yesterday at her home on Northwood Drive. The warrant says for about 2 weeks during July, she cashed 4 different checks from that victim. The victim told police she would sign checks to pay for medical expenses and have Medor complete the information. But police say Medor kept that money. Now, Medor told police the checks were gifts because the victim believed she deserved additional money for her work. The warrant says Medor admitted to taking the checks, but said the victim didn't record them as going to her, so she didn't get in trouble with her employer. The victim's family told police those checks were supposed to go to the health care agency. They called police when the victim's bank notified them of those 4 checks cashed by Medor. Now, she's charged with wanton and reckless exploitation of an adult. She'll be arraigned here later today. Live in Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor, thank you. Police say a father and son who were accused of scamming an elderly couple are now behind bars. The Scott County Sheriff's Office charged 52-year-old Jonathan Forbes Sr. and 24-year-old Jonathan Forbes Jr. with theft by deception. The couple spent a total of $40,000 on work for a home. Deputies say it should have cost less than $400, an expensive tab for this woman and her husband, a World War II veteran.
My husband has dementia, so he's not much help, and I don't think he realizes anything has gone on.
Sheriff Tony Hampton says a worker at a local bank tipped them off as to how much money the 2 men were bringing in from the job.
Well, investigators have identified a man found dead in Clark County last month. They think Daryl Wiseman was murdered back in May, but was never reported missing. Police arrested Roger Kinney in Ohio and charged him with the murder. Yesterday, Wiseman's aunt told our Kristen Kennedy that he was independent, so that's why the family never reported him missing.
It was not uncommon for him to take off with a friend and not call for weeks at a time, or as long as 2 or 3 months.
She also says Wiseman and Kinney knew each other. Wiseman's family says they plan to bury him in the family cemetery once the investigation's complete. The Clark County Sheriff says he's not sure when Kinney will be brought back to Kentucky to answer to the murder charge.
New this morning, Lexington police are investigating after a break-in at a gas station. This happened at the Marathon gas station on East New Circle Road just before 2 o'clock this morning. Police say they arrived and found the glass to the front door had been taken out. They think the suspect stole cigarettes, but they say they won't have any surveillance footage because there was a large power outage in the area at the time. Boyle County deputies tell us an investigation into one man led them to arrest several other people. The sheriff says they were investigating a home on Madison Avenue in Danville, trying to find a man named Lamar Ford. He was wanted on numerous warrants, including for evidence tampering. That investigation led police to arrest Ford, Cameron Caldwell for drug possession, Heather Thomas for evading police, and Paige Graves on contempt of court. All of them, except for Ford, are in the Boyle County Detention Center.
A large sinkhole has forced state transportation workers to shut down a southern Kentucky road. They say they first noticed the sinkhole opening up on Main Street in Monticello about 2 weeks ago. But workers think it's now 30 feet deep and 20 feet wide. They say the sinkhole opened up because of all the heavy rains we've received this summer. Nearby business owners say the sinkhole is driving some of their customers away. State transportation workers think it will probably be at least 2 weeks before the road can be repaired.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has added a southern Kentucky man to its 10 most wanted list. Police are looking for 39-year-old Benjamin Brewer of Laurel County. There's a $1,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. Brewer has been charged with 6 counts of vehicular homicide. Back in June, police say Brewer's tractor-trailer crashed into 8 cars on Interstate 75 in Chattanooga, killing 6 people. Police say Brewer was driving under the influence. A grand jury indicted him earlier this week.
A 4th person charged in a Bourbon Theft case has pleaded guilty in Franklin County. According to our partners at the Herald Leader, Dusty Adkins admitted to an amended charge of criminal conspiracy to receive stolen property. A grand jury indicted 9 people in April on charges connected to the theft of more than $100,000 in bourbon from the Wild Turkey and Buffalo Trace distilleries. In court, Atkins admitted he was a middleman for Gilbert Kurtzinger. The man police say was the ringleader.
Last night, the top 10 candidates for the Republican ticket for president squared off in the first televised GOP debate of the 2016 campaign.
Yeah, there was a lot of anticipation. Kentucky's own Senator Rand Paul made the cut and made sure to leave his mark on the debate. Michelle Chamberlain is live at the live desk with a look. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rebecca and Sean. You know, I stayed up late last night to watch some of the debate, and I will say it was pretty hard to turn off. It was entertaining, to say the least, and all eyes were on businessman Donald Trump. We'll hear some of his moments later at about 5:30, but Paul was the first to go after Trump's willingness to run as an independent if need be, adding that Trump was, quote, already hedging his bet on the Clintons. Paul also went back and forth a lot with New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. The two had a heated debate on NSA record collections. Paul added that he didn't trust President Obama with records and added a jab to Christie about giving Obama a big hug. There were moments when Paul struggled to get his point across, but in closing remarks, he talked about how he has worked to fight against the Patriot Act. Now, Paul also said, quote, I'm the only one that leads Hillary Clinton in 5 states won by President Obama. I'm a different kind of Republican, end quote. Now, in the next half hour, we'll hear more from what Rand Paul had to say to some of his competition. In addition, we'll have a closer look at the next move for all the campaigns after this first major debate. At the live desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Yeah, a lot of interesting moments there. I haven't had a chance to watch the whole thing yet. Have you?
No.
No?
We were both asleep.
I know, yeah. For getting up at 2 a.m., you didn't really get to see much of that, so we're going to have to catch the replay later today. But it sounds like it was intense.
Donald Trump, I guess, did not disappoint.
No,
he really
that's for sure.
Stole the show like people thought he would.
Well, it is 5:08 on your Friday morning, and we are just getting started.
A famous talk show host known for his political satire has officially retired after 16 years on the show. We'll show you Jon Stewart's emotional goodbye coming up at 5.
And we're going to be tracking a few more showers out there this morning, but dry and sunny weather will dominate over the next couple of days. We'll take a closer look here in just a few minutes.